Okay, so Naftel Toy Company has two production departments, molding and finishing. Molding places direct materials into production at the beginning of every process, so it'll be 100% complete at the very beginning of the process. And direct labor and overhead are incurred at the same, are incurred throughout the process with different proportions. So this case will not think about conversion costs. Since the percentages are different, direct labor and overhead will be different. Here's what we know. Very similar instruction to what we just saw. This is June based, so this is what happened in the month of June. There were 10,000 units that came in at the beginning of the month. Direct materials was completed for each of those units because it's always done at the very beginning of the process. Labor is 30% complete and overhead is 40% complete for those 10,000 units. The value of that beginning work in process inventory, which we'll use later, is $12,680. We started another 40,000 units this month. We completed 44,000. 6,000 left over, right? Sum of our inputs, 10,000 and 40,000, is equal to 44,000 and 6,000, which is our outputs. That makes sense. Those 6,000 units that are still out there, the direct materials are 100% complete because that goes in at the beginning of each process. So we've completed direct materials for those units. Labor is 50% complete and overhead is 60% complete on those units. And information we'll use later are the costs that were incurred during the month of June. Now, as I said, the weighted average approach counts costs from the previous month. So the weighted average approach is going to include this $12,680 in the total cost. That's the approach we're doing right now. Step one is to account for the physical units. The numbers are all here for us.